Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so special. So special, so cling, cling. I like the way you look at me. I'm just so special. So special, so cling, cling. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so special. So special, so cling, cling. So special, so cling, cling. So special, so cling, cling. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. Finn Band the building. What's going on, everybody? Finn Band, I see you. Ha ha. Ain't nobody don't pass me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. They can't hit me with copyright just because I'm singing that. They can't hit me with copyright. Why they gonna hit me with copyright? That's foul if they try to hit me with copyright. You know. I like how you look at me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. That's child. Yo. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. Ain't nothing going on, man. Prospector, GM. What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. What we doing in this crypto space? Nothing. Same old, same old. It's the same old, same old. We got donations. I can't do the whole clip with the donations because I didn't do a sacrifice phase to launch a new coin so I can get a new pair of glasses so I can upgrade my studio, my streaming studio. I didn't launch any coins so I can get a better camera and microphone. So I can't play. I can't afford to get my stream yard up so I can press the clip with the infamous Umar Johnson. I believe he hails from Philly. Dr. Umar Johnson. Donations. Donations. Gifts. Gifts. More grifts. Reminds me of somebody who's yet to prove his salt on his nondescript fork of Ethereum. I don't care about how many coins were burned. I don't care about none of that. Smoke and mirrors. You get a list. Usually they show you a list. Oh, this is how many coins are tucked away. Tucked away. Nobody cares. Oh, these are how many coins that are burned to date. Nobody give a F. Who's getting rich? Who's rich? Nobody cares about the process of some coins burning. Nobody cares. It's a smoke screen. Oh, here, by the way, containers. Containers. Maersk. Maersk? Is that how you say it? Maersk? Maersk? Containers? Shipping? Way down in the hole. Reminds me of The Wire. Second season of The Wire. The dock. And all those, the whole season was about the docks. Shipping containers and all that, right? I watched this movie the other day with the shipping container game was strong. But it ain't this. Way down in the hole. What's that? The Wire. Woo wee. The second season, shipping container, the docks. Oh, some people didn't like that season. But I mess with The Wire. So from season 1 to the end, classic series. Those who know, hey, those who know, DJ Bomb in the building. You know, I want to know about your shipping container landing somewhere. Verify, verify that, and nobody cares. The shipping container is gonna have this guy. This guy fleeced the shit out of everybody. Yo, oh my god, yo. Hey, you fine people, Cell Pressure. Any of you fine people have a cargo van you'd like to donate? Donate to the cause. Hey, I hear you can get a tax write-off. You might be able to get some breaks, deductions, subtractions, and additions. No, this dude fleeced the living shit out of. Yo, you doing conferences? They doing conferences. They're trying to keep the morale up. Yo, we're gonna keep the positive going. Positive what? What's the message? Oh, August 23rd. What happened August 23rd? All I know is a rug happened. What happened? What else? Oh, but under 2 months. Under 2 months, what? Smoke screen. Nothing. And we were doing these conferences on the way towards, right? We're gonna drop this conference because dude said something about under 2 months. So we're gonna try to time it, even though they're miserable at timing, because your man can't predict very well, even though he'll swear to you that he called some top about some coin, which wasn't the real top. Boo-doo. Yo, oh man, yo, and you got a segment of people, the majority of these brainwashed Richard Umar Johnson Hart devotees. Yo, they just accepting all this. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. DCA have the long-term vision, long range, huh? Long range, long range. Long for who? Long for everybody else. It ain't long for him. You guys, including myself, instantly gratified his greedy, cheap palate 4 years ago. We instantly gratified dude. He dropped a $1.6 billion bag, $1 billion worth of crypto, on dude. How cringe are we? He'll tell you about some delayed gratification, but we instantly gratified dude. You gotta be, you have to, hey, no, hey, you delay your gratification, sacrifice for freedom of speech, right? Delay your gratification, sacrifice for freedom of assembly. Weird. What was this, history class? No, just a gimmick, a ploy, another way to just crowdfund. It's just whatever. But 4 years later, this is where we're at. Hey, yo, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't care how it looked. To me, it just looked like a grift of grifts, masterful grift. Because you have a chain, you have a piss poor performing chain. It'll tell you all but it's flawless uptime. Nobody cares who got rich that wasn't rich. Who got rich? Because it's brass, it's basically basic level stuff, man. I don't care about your liquidity providing science abilities. Now, listen, man, I got much more to deal with than to be worrying about your input on how liquidity providing works. The V8 version. I don't care about none of none of what you're talking about. You want everybody to come on your chain? You think everyone's gonna care about your opinions about liquidity providing? It may be fire, may be usable, may actually work. I don't have anything personally against it, but I understand human behavior. There's levels to this crypto thing, man. There's levels. These people are so engrossed. Sometimes we forget how deep we are in these things. You talk to this a normal person about what we got going on, they'll look at you like you got horns protruding from your forehead. They won't know. They won't care. Show them the money. This dude to beg you for a cargo van to do what? Right? Market. Keep you asleep, distracted from really paying attention to what's really going on and how the chain has been performing miserably. Like I'm talking about horrible, horrendous. Man, you know how proud I was for like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking I did something. Sacrifice. Oh yeah, yo, you ground level, below the ground level. How about that? Meanwhile, there's people that's always gonna have more than you. They're not only gonna have more than you, they're gonna conspire in the background to keep on having more than you and dump on you. And this middle finger up to the founder. And they don't care if the entire community is called sell pressure because nobody cared. That dude said sell pressure how many months ago? Has the chain performed any different since? Zero. No different. Nobody cares about this guy. Y'all. He abandoned y'all. He abandoned the whole situation. So he left already a bad taste in so many people's mouth. They can't stand him. I'm telling y'all, but y'all pretend like he's loved and liked. Maybe by a deranged Jezebel or two, male or female. You know what I'm saying? Because there's weirdos everywhere. It is what it is. Nobody cares. To me, he like Diddy. He faked the funk. You seen him dance? He faked the funk. I don't care about none of that. Mid-40s, you acting like you're 20 years old. What's wrong with you? Huh? You tell us somebody who missed out on certain aspects of his childhood is messed up, bro. It's messed up. Messed up. You had a group of genuine guys. A group of genuine guys. I throw myself in that hat. Who was getting together doing some barbershop talk. Was doing some barbershop talk. Huh? It started with barbershop talk 2023. Fire streams. Fire streams. Then it was the late night John. The late night John. Shout out to Philly. The late night Johns. What was it? Bring your own BYOB. Late night John. Bring your own beverage. What we doing? Fire. Fire. Looking forward to some stuff. Give you a heads up. Yo, stay tuned for the next stream, PulseNation. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. People were staying tuned and tuning in. Their contributions were undeniable. It didn't matter. It wasn't about pretending like anybody was outshining the other person or knew more than the other. It was about everybody contributing something their own way. And that's what made it great. You think some sorry individual who calls himself some giving tree, you think Richard Umar would appreciate some shit? You think he would appreciate how some people collectively got together and just was streaming for the love? But no, back in the days, you gave shout outs to other people who don't even stream no more. You drop a layer one on top of a DEX to accompany your ERC20 derivative That's now a PRC something, something, something. When you abandoned the ERC 20 March 11, 2024, you abandoned what gave you relevance. You had a group of guys that want to just, hey, they mess with the message. They want to support the cause, and they're gonna talk about it. Come hell or high water, hook or crook. They're just gonna talk about it and just talk about the cause, right? To where they were called Maxi. This whole Maxi thing was small. Where do you think all that came from? They're never gonna give it credit to PulseNation. Where do you think this the aura, the energy, the flavor, the sauce naturally came from? Right, right. People were excited. Oh, yo, huh? Y'all in this bitch. Yeah. Cause there's a call in this bitch. We ain't worried about none. We celebrate it. Nobody got that. Nobody doing that. Niggas say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Niggas say, yeah. Nobody is doing that. That shit touches your ribs. There's nobody else doing that shit, bro. And they don't appreciate your man so lost and disconnected. Richard Umar, lost. Can't appreciate good things when it's right in front of him. But you will glaze and support bad acting people who launch trash that have scammed the people you support. That shit. And y'all mean to tell me I need to be patient? Y'all mean to tell me, have just a long-term view, stop crying and all that? You want to give me that weirdo retort? We ain't worried about now, we celebrating. Celebrating. Who's doing that? Nobody. Dude was putting out all kinds. Yo, man, let me tell you how many people just bit off of this guy and gave him zero credit. The post he was making with the AI, who exposed me to real about AI, some AI on PulseNation. Doing the post with AI, people on the low asking, yo, how you do this, how you do, and then run and take the credit and give no credit back to where it was due. Meanwhile, who was all the Frieza memes and all that, Dragon Ball Z, the memes, the colorful, high fluorescent HD, all that, trying to support. Who was doing that? PulseNation. Dope ass stream sticking to some kind of schedule. Yo, this day we're gonna do this. The daytime is gonna be popping, and then the nighttime is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? The late night popping. People felt like they were doing something. They're a part of something, huh? Really tapped in. Keeping it all the way official and real and raw. Like everybody didn't know everything, but that's what made it beautiful. Having conversations about real stuff, real stuff. But you weirdo starting from Richard on down couldn't appreciate a good thing when it was staring at you right in the face. Only a few could appreciate it. Only a few. And since they stopped, what else we've got? What we got? What we got? Regular boring streams. Boring. Like I don't watch. Yo, let me tell you, bro. I have no reason to hurt my ears listening to some. I'd rather hear the nails squeaking on a green chalkboard from back in the days. The green Johns. Maybe some dark gray charcoal chalkboards, but the green ones. I'd rather hear nails than hearing anybody's stream or conference that they got going. Anything. A dude dropped 15 music videos. RH cringe ass can't even like support that. Hmm? That classic material too. Classic, undeniable. You have somebody just come on, man. Just captivating. You could have saw you had to watch it. The science. Pretzel gang. No one talked like that. No one look, that's what come on, man. Tapped in. Tapped in. No one was doing that. No one still can do it. No one. What does that tell y'all? Wake up. What's left? Cringe. That's what's left. Cringe, yo. Them dudes took all the credit from Westcott doing all these posts he was doing. Colorful stuff too. Using AI, doing all this type stuff. Then you started seeing other people do the same thing, glazing, doing the same thing, you know, this and that and this. AI related AI. Nobody was doing that. When he would drop a video and had the subtitles in the videos, especially his music videos, no one in Pulse Chain, nothing was doing that. Guess what happened soon after? And you don't want to give anybody credit. You don't want to really support good work, real good work where you don't have to donate and really give money because money's not being asked of you, only for you to do the right thing. Do the right thing. And if that means to watch and support and carry on tradition in a respectful way, that's all that was expected, if anything was expected. These weirdos don't know how to accept good anything. But you hear some strange requests about some cargo van in 2025. Dude was putting out messages and all that and music videos in 2023. Y'all don't know a good thing until it's gone. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Dude was the first to join up the YouTube stream with Twitter. The first. Guess what everybody started to do? Glaze, same thing. Y'all not original. Can't bring any original anything. Whatever you try to do, you copy, you saturate. You don't know how to just like recognize greatness for what it is and let it be that. You want to step on it. Even the apps would get on the stream. The people who didn't agree with the views of PulseNation, even they would get on the stream and shoot super chat donations. They would give up super chats. People who PulseNation didn't get along with would give up. What does that tell you? Because I guarantee you the reverse wasn't taking place. Nobody PulseNation giving up super chats to any weirdo talking some weirdo wild stuff. What does that tell y'all? PulseNation was undeniable, yo. No, that's real. That's for real. That's real. That's real. People were hating on the whole idea of the World Star campaign for the movie. Hating on it. And it was successful. Disturbed ass motherfuckers in this community, bro. You hating on a successful campaign that didn't require much of anything, but you won't hate on. You won't consistently hate on to make a real change and insult the thieving, the thievery, the stealing, the grifting they've been doing because, some of these people, they just succumb to the whims, right, of doing bad things and the whims of the wickedness, man. They just had to give it. They're like, you know what? I got to eat. This shit ain't pumping. This chain is a miserable fail. Fuck these cores. Where's the money at? Then they get behind the scenes, huh? They click up and devise up plans on what they're gonna do, what project they're gonna promote or launch or create or build, and lie to the people to promote it, this and that, and this, so that they can just take as much as they can take. These nerds, they found a way, to see relevance in spaces. Yeah, you found relevance in spaces, but it's still, it's like, it's what it is. It's spaces. It's not the same like other branding, like YouTube media platforms that have been established. Spaces is new, sure is new, but y'all oversaturated that shit. Like oversaturated that. That's why you can't discount YouTube. Older model, but it works. Been holding on to a message that they thought, and I did too. We thought Richard was about something. Like, oh shit, damn, let's push this message because we got 10,000 reasons why this dude probably knows what he's talking about. And this is his operation. So we might want to follow what he's been talking about because we got 10,000 reasons why. So we're going to push that. Yeah, we've been pushing that. We've been pushing that until your founder stopped pushing that and made it public when he stopped pushing it. They started pushing everything else. The leverage trading. Huh? He started pushing P copies. The most famous of the P copies he pushed, pretending like he didn't push. But he pushed. Then when it got too hot for him, he sent a deluge, a barrage of tweets to try to disassociate himself from the situation. You can't tell me somebody who plays 10-dimensional chess all of a sudden then realized when it got too hot in the kitchen that somebody was minting that P nondescript coin to extract or some Vietnam or whoever, whatever. You can't tell me you now hiding because the world powers are mad at you because you created your own monetary system and they're coming after you. You can't tell me you didn't see that. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be Mensa candidate, super smart. You mean to tell me you didn't see that coming and now you're trying to act like you're not involved just so that you could have the attention be put away? Huh? Look what you did, though. You launched this. You want the attention. You were twerking in front of, billboards, weirdo. Wearing clothes that just come on, bro. Come on, bro. They don't compliment anything proper with this dude, man. Be yourself. He can't even do that. Anyway, being himself is actually what he's been, and it's quite cringe. So, cosplaying and acting like you black, saying nigga, 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 don't work. Don't work with you, bro. You're not that, well, you're supposed to be that cool white guy. I know I grew up with cool white kids too, bro. Two different types of vibes. What you put off and what they put off, they'll call you out quicker than anybody else. That's a fact. Not your glazing team that you've built up since 2019 over here. I'm talking about the real dudes that tapped in to the urban metropolis around the world that know what's up. Whiter than him will call him out on his fugaziness, trying to act like you down and you part of the program and you cool with black people. His own counterparts will call him out. The real ones, the authentic one. That's a fact. And if you have any soul, you know what I'm talking about. This dude you're playing too many games with the people, man. Too many shenanigans. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you if you follow. I don't follow, dude. But when I think about the great times PulseNation brought to the fore, in times where people were just like, they feeling low, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's going on here? All this weird stuff going on. PulseNation stream would just set the tone, right? would give off a vibe, and the replay value was sick. You know, you play like you don't understand, you don't know what I'm talking about. You love, you exactly know what I'm talking about. It's true. The replay value was beautiful, was great. Them dudes came out with their own shirts, merchandise, bags, huh? Sweaters, hoodies. Come on, bro. And you gonna shit on that? That's why you suffering, because you didn't understand. That's why the whole shit suffering, yo. I'm not gonna say PulseNation was the ultimate element to save Pulse Chain in a way, but PulseNation was damn near the almost absolute element that was needed to bring the proper marketing and attention to this whole situation. 100%. I saw it. I saw it. Y'all don't wanna accept what it is, but it's true. The wrapping of the cars didn't work. Huh? The supporting some kind of soccer team, that shit didn't work. The tours upon tours and conferences upon conference, that shit don't work. The 6 hour classic stream was a masterpiece. I don't care if you thought it was a shit show at the end. It was still a piece of entertainment that was so valuable. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody else, no other community at the time was cooking like Pulse. Nobody else. And no other chain was cooking like that. I've been around the whole thing, the whole time. Nobody on any other chain was bringing it like that. Style, right? Pizzazz, huh? Entertainment, jokes, tomfoolery, music, and all that. Yo, vibing all around. I don't understand. That's foreign to so many of you. Foreign. I could tell. It just shows. I'm stuck like a deer, staring at a headlight. Yeah, you don't know. You freeze when you see the real, come through. Yo, come on, just be you. That's it. And everybody was welcome. Authenticity. ENJ Dub, you dropping it. DJ and Dougie, bong bong. ENJ Dub, you dropping it. ENJ Dub, why you go there? Right? Right? Imagine that. Imagine somebody like that weirdo, that famed weirdo that had his avatar in blackface for the longest, and nobody really called him out for being, this person behaving in blackface like you're a racist piece of shit, huh? But they welcomed him. He was one of the people that Disciple basically exposed on stream, the first of the many classics to ensue from PulseNation. Like, nah, we grew up with people like you. We know what you're doing. We know what you're about. The dude didn't expect that. The dude didn't expect a glass mirror to be held right in front of him. Basically, Disciple just basically describing who he was to himself, exposing who he was, just like that. Natural conversation too, real shit. But the ugliest truth too is what ENJ Dub just said right here, yo. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that this dude, this weirdo with the black face, launched his own sacrifice and created leverage trading platforms that Richard Umar Johnson supports? Who would have thought that the chain doing a 10x evaluation like this guy, 10x valuation, like, the fame guy suggested or predicted, was actually what we're like, what, aiming for? We're really aiming for that. This is 2 years later. He said that shit July 2023. This is 2 years later. We can't even get a 10x because they knew some shit that I didn't want to accept at the time. I'm like, how? What you mean 10x? What you mean? What you talking about? Your man said this is designed to do a 14,000. What are you talking about? 10x, disrespectful. No, they were right. How about that? They've been right. They were right. Like, that's the truth. Like, that's crazy. We could barely get a 2x. I'm talking about above SAC. We could barely go back to the prices where it was at May 13, May 14, before it retraced. That shit went up to what, 2.2, 2.5x post chain? That was the highest. It hasn't been back there since. This dude said, yo, it might do a 10x. A 10x? Now we know. And now we can understand what the foolishness was about, in a way, that they were right and we were wrong. This dude telling the world he's gonna make a million millionaires. Basically fucking with the people. Yeah, I'm gonna make a million millionaires and this and that. Yeah, you don't know when. You don't know when. When, if ever, that'll ever occur. All you can do is guess on how that's gonna happen. You don't know when, and you damn sure don't know how he gonna do it. You can guess, but no one really knows. And don't even. People are still praying and hoping that the money he got from ETH, at least the profits, the SAC money or what he did with ETH, that trade, getting all the 160,000, 70,000 Ethereum, whatever, that's gonna go back in the chain, and no, don't hold your breath. The dude already told the world he's cheap, especially when that guy had to buy his food for him. Like, what y'all don't understand? Like, what you waiting for? PulseNation was undeniable, man. Try to hold on to the message, push the message forward, right? Give people some kind of a sounding board so they don't, shake themselves out. None of that was respected. And I'm not even talking about really the community. None of that was respected from the top. I can't say that 100%. I think it was respected a certain way, but he didn't make it public. But what he did make public, it was respected a certain way. I'm not going to say how it was respected, but I think it was respected a certain way. But not to the level where he respects openly. Will tell you about, yo, go leverage trade. So you giving the okay for these weirdos to create leverage trading platforms. I thought it was ladies, liquor, and leverage. Stay away from. But you see how he operate? No, it's only good now
because you need it for Pulse Chain to bring eyes, more eyes and attention. But people could use the chain because all this and that. It ain't about all about the cause and that. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. You'll tell people, like I said again, and we said and gonna say it again. The next 3 months, he better show something. The market better pump, or it's a wash for him forever. It's a miserable. He don't ever have to show himself on the internet ever again. If nothing materializes by the end of this year, when this bull market really ends, cycle really ends, and then we in the bear again, he don't produce anything like substantial, rewarding, it's a wash. It's a major fail. Like dude will tell you, don't buy paid groups and do conferences. The conference founder said, "Yo, he better apologize to me. I think he should apologize." And that's what the. But you won't talk about PulseNation ever. Meanwhile, you watching because it was too on fire. The PulseNation was the vibe. Was the vibe. Everybody was watching on the low. It was the vibe. People from other blockchains were watching, making commentary on the low. January 2024. Yeah, after that 6 hour thing. Oh yeah, that I saw some people talking on different chains from different chain communities. Binance, from Ethereum. Yeah, they were talking. Yeah. Even Sonic. Yeah. Like, yo, you saw this shit, yo, you saw what they did to so and so, yo, you saw how they did that. Oh, come on, man. You don't hear that from no kind of spaces, nothing. No kind of spaces stream. You had massive people talking about, you know what I'm saying, with the crazy replay value weeks, days, and weeks later. Make you want to really find out what's going on because it was super entertaining no matter what. Other streamers in the community were talking about that stream. You don't have anybody talking about other people's spaces or streams and none of that going on because it's been super boring. Not lively at all. A gentleman I respect calls the views being abysmal. And he's right. Abysmal views. The views have been abysmal. The engagement with people, low, 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 low. What do you think that's about? No shipping container with any type of electronic sex toy device, right, will stimulate any viewership more than what's been going on right now. Produce the money. Show people the money. But you don't know how to respect. Show people the money. People jealous, envious, don't want to see folks succeed. Terrible vibes, bro. And then you notice, how people just want to just now gaslight and create their own stories and opinions and stuff and talk about toxicity and all that. What are you talking about? Make it so obvious. You don't want certain people to come into the space and win. Made it so obvious. FOMO TV, what's up, man? Every time when I'm starting to cook, I gotta go. It's so whack. Yeah, Peter did provide some experience, some entertainment. But that's another reason why I can't trust nothing from the founder. I can't trust, like, it's messed up. I used to be able to just have some kind of fair and balanced understanding and give him a shot. Like, instead of just shooting him down for being a weirdo, just give him a chance. But like this year, capped it for me. The end of last year it was just the beginning of me realizing like, yo, this guy ain't who he says he is. He's not being genuine. He's not keeping it real at all. And I got money on this guy like that because if I got it on the chain, I got it on him. If I got money on the chain, which I do, I have my money on dude because he's the only one that matters right now and will matter and has been the one that mattered because 90% of everything going on the chain or what really goes on with the cause and everything is under his purview. And he's displayed nothing but weirdo activities and been an absolute unequivocal, unapologetic hypocrite. Like he doesn't even say nothing about it. He don't even care how he look. He like, yo, P died 2.2 billion%. Then the next message, yo, what are you doing? I'm not part of P die. Yo, stop putting me with P die. Yo, motherfucker, you were just printing and talking about it in your thing, talk about 2 billion%, the best performing shit, and now you got nothing to do with it. You're a fraud. To me, that's just fraud like behavior and tendency and mistakes. I can't, oh, now I'm just gonna forget that and a bunch of other examples happen and be like, oh, I'm still gonna believe in this motherfucker. Absolutely not. There's certain ecosystems I believe in. I just don't believe in him. I don't believe in him at all. Prove me wrong, Richard Umar. Prove me wrong. Because you prove me wrong, I win anyway. You prove me right. You prove me white. You prove me right, I win anyway. So the choices is you prove me right, that means I won in my assessment of this weirdo. If he proves me wrong, then I win because I got money on the chain. Because I'm staking. I did the whole staking grift. Immense grift right there too. Y'all afraid to really get into that. Y'all afraid to really dig and talk about that. The 55-55 stake for 15.2 year grift. Yeah, you don't want to touch that one, right? That hurts too much. That one hurts. But why not talk about it? He effected the change March 11, 2024, when he basically crucified EHEX. But y'all don't know, stake 15 years. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. You see what Bitcoin did? You see what Bitcoin did? There's a better Bitcoin. Of course, it's a better Bitcoin. You're going to say it's a better Bitcoin. This is a better bag of narcotics. Just packaged it differently. It's a better bag, though. It'll get you high. It's a better bag of dope. It has my brand on it. When you see my brand, you know it's official. What are we talking about here, bro? Shit has been down and to the right. One guy who I wasn't crazy about in the community said, you know, he's heard, not even from him, but he said he heard of coins that go down 99% really historically don't recover. That applies to Hex until proven wrong. Right now, that applies to Hex. 99%. You staking that, you're getting what, 2 cents a day? T-share, T-share, T-share B square, T-share. Oh yeah, the T-share, T-share. You got 5 years of been programming people talk about T-share. So it's not unnatural or abnormal to hear people continuously talk about it now because they've been programming themselves to speak about it for 5 years. So if you see another stream that fires up a stream and tell you about Hex, because they programmed or they're very well conditioned, right? Deeply conditioned until they don't see anything wrong with continuously talking about a situation like that because they've been doing it for 3, 4, 5 years. I see a problem with that, but that's me. Doesn't make me better. I'm just looking at all around all this. I don't care about how you make shit happen. Just make sure the car runs. I don't want to know about the engine. I don't want to know about transmission. I don't want to know about none of that shit. I don't have the interest in that. Make sure it's making me money while I sleep. And if it's not, that's a problem. And this shit has been not making me money while I sleep. The grift to that was when it keep dipping, keep buying. Keep buying while it dips. Buy the dip. Nobody got time to be buying any dip to oblivion. And then dress it up and call it some dollar cost averaging. I've been hearing about dollar cost averaging since 1993. That's not new, right? It's like Hart's Law. That's not him. He didn't invent Hart's Law. That's some shit he recognized that occurs. He gave a name, so he put a brand on it. He put a stamp on it. Like I was telling you, he called that shit Richard Umar magic, but he calls it Hart's Law. He just put a brand stamp on it. Yo, look at me right here. I'm the best thing since sliced bread, just to get your attention. Meanwhile, you got other chains doing all-time highs. Other communities making money hand over fist. But he want to tell you his shit is potent, is the real dope because he beat the SEC. If you beat the SEC, why is your bum ass chain price down in the dumps still? After you beat the SEC, in what context, in what ways? This is the thing. Folks gotta pay attention. Read the paperwork. Have your own paperwork party. But see, I'm learning too. People don't want to read. People don't want to study. They don't want to understand shit. They hear you hear somebody says, "Oh, beating the SEC set a precedent." A precedent. Spell precedent. In what manner did it set a precedent? They're gonna invent and tell you, "Oh, it means that the coins are not securities." That's what Amen said. Judge Amen. Are you sure? Judge Amen said that. Are you sure? But when you just listen to people at face value talk, that's how you get got. Mix, what's up? Pumpaholics. Like, it's crazy. The dude abandoned his community, abandoned the chain. A couple pre-recorded, uploaded videos looking like Max Headroom. One backdrop is like whatever green, and the other backdrop is all black. And a Christmas video where you showed nothing. That shit don't cut it. That shit don't cut it. And keep it all the way real. You think you real when you saying nigga to your white friends on the stream, right? That's what you did. You think you keeping it real doing that? Why don't you keep it real, super real, and tell people, yo, these people want me, man. And I'm not gonna make it easy for them. I'm just letting you know, in the spirit of transparency, think about everything going on. It's going against the status quo. So I'm not making a lot of friends out here. No, but your weirdo ass gonna talk about you safe and bulletproof. The fuck you mean safe and bulletproof? You think people are dumb? Yeah, he does. He literally calls everybody idiots. that he's here to save all of you because you don't know any better. But he'll tell you he's safe and bulletproof. The terms, let them say enough. They're giving away who they are. Let them speak and say enough. Come on, bro. You let PulseNation. Them dudes were so maxi core driven, yo. There's times when even I had differences with the group. That's how maxified, that's how they so much they believed in the cause. That's how much they believed in what Richard was talking about. Seriously, y'all. And you don't even you what? But you'll glorify, you'll promote somebody who launched coins and literally rugged his community. Somebody who launches conferences and also launches coins because they're down bad. Was also even try to do a PDI conference. You remember that? Launch their own die situation. Launch their own sacrifice projects, this and that. Launch coins that they literally, like people show you how the coins got rugged on the chain. Transaction hash, everything. Just here. This is what, that's who Richard Umar Johnson promotes over individuals like PulseNation. Right. Look, the people in the chat already know. This shit ain't been the same. The entertainment value you find in this community talking about crypto and everything related to what's going on, the entertainment value decreased tremendously. Super boring. No thrill, not thrilling at all. No storyline. Nothing interesting. Nothing to keep you interested. At least to pass the time. Where you know when you want to hear something, when you miss something, and your replay gang, you can't wait just to get to a chance where you could replay a stream you missed. That was Pulse Nation. You're like, damn, I missed the stream. Damn, I missed the stream. All right, I'm gonna get the replay. Replay gang. You see anybody streams now? Anybody leaving in their comments in their comment section? Replay gang. Replay gang. No, because people could care less. It's just the truth. Y'all shat on them. Shat on PulseNation, Westcott ATX, Disciple. You didn't care. Them guys were holding you up, Richard, not even down. Holding you up by holding the message, sharing the message. They taught me, believe it or not. They taught me how to do that. Because you know me, I just go wayward. Easy. Easy, I'm wayward with it. Wayward. Them dudes held the torch. They just stuck to their core belief until they realized, like, yo, this shit crazy. This shit cracking, like right in our face. This dude crumbling. Changing up his story, changing up his narrative, changing all the way up. Like no qualms about it. Flip flop. I respected their conviction, like PulseNation, even though, I'm not separate from PulseNation in that way. Like, I'm not separate, but I just respected how, these guys were committed, bro. Committed in multiple ways, not just to DCA. And so they were committed in multiple ways, man. Making content, being creative with the content, entertaining with the content, without even asking or soliciting a quarter. And that shit wasn't respected. A grifter is given more respect and recognition over good work, great work for real. And you wonder why I've been streaming that way. I've been streaming for a year, for the last year, strong. Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit is different. It's different now. All these people that want to pretend like, oh, everything is great. Oh, Pulse Chain is 100% flawless with Pulse Chain, and not recognize the fundamental issues taking place right now. You see what they're about then. Once you see those people that pretend that shit is all good and only good, you see what they're about. Phony, fake. DJ and Doug, I don't care about, smoking cigar. Like, nobody cares. Bro, like, it's like, crypto now was about to be 16, 17 years old, right? Like, I still think it's somewhat of like a lot of us are growing old with this crypto thing, right? We got 10 years in the game, 15 years. Some of us got 5 years. We growing with this crypto thing, right? To me, I used to say it's a young man's situation. Like, crypto's here for young people to take hold, grab hold, and learn about what's going on here and make the most of it. Really create some game changing, revolutionary stuff that's going to help people, not hurt, not take away. It's going to add to the quality of our life, add to the betterment, improvement, and quality of our life, right? Shit, I made songs during this whole crypto thing, man. The most songs that I've ever made in my life was during this crypto period, right? The element of youth, this youthful energy, where it's like, yo, opportunities abound. Opportunity, abundance is abound, unbridled, right? Unfettered. Opportunities are abound, boundless. So you want to do the best you can do, the most you can do, support in every which way. But what I'm not going to do is be a hypocrite and not even call myself out on it. If I understand there's a contradiction in what I'm doing, I need to check myself and hold myself accountable. You know, when I see people smoking cigars, it's because, that's a certain generational thing, perhaps. Cool. But flip it. Like, but that's too super, like, it's like, yes, whatever. Ultra, like, seem like ultra conservative, very potpourri, very vanilla. It's like, nah, bring some people, they want, right? The rave, the fanfare. You know what I'm saying? Stimulation. They need that. PulseNation brought that. And the same gentlemen that doing the same, the cigars, they were on PulseNation. PulseNation was wide door. As long as, you come in respect, you know what I'm saying? Show love. That's how it was. Then people turned weird, got weird on them, doing weird memes, attacking their character and all that. Weird. I was even thrown into the mix too. Weird. pretending like everybody's a community is always under one, collective and push forward. That's all BS. All BS. Motherfuckers making backdoor deals on the low. You can see it. If you ain't paying to play, you gotta stay away. You ain't paying to play, you gotta stay away. And be careful making enough noise, because this is the problem with these foolish ass, sucker ass people in this community, right? These old school people that's afraid to call some shit out. And they think there's no value in calling shit out, right? And this is the problem with some of y'all. Like again, it's like you witnessing something take shape. You're witnessing a problem unfold. It's like witnessing a crime take place, and you just like, I'm not a snitch. I'm gonna look away and mind my business. Meanwhile, you witnessing somebody getting hurt, a crime taking place live and direct. And if you're not from the fucking street and you don't uphold to that stupid ass set of codes, either you assist or you call for help. Do something. These motherfuckers will be like, yo, what good is it gonna do? This and that. What you mean, what good is it gonna do? It's gonna let people know, yo, you might want to just stop fleecing people. You might want to take that shit somewhere else. Cause motherfuckers see you. Like Cat Williams. You know that we can see you? Yeah, people see you. Oh, they don't know. They can't stand the drama. They can't stand the drama. This and that, that and this. But you can't stand how people keep stealing and dumping on you. And you can't sell, because if you sell, you can't, everything hurt in your bag, right? Oh, but if you call some shit out, it's gonna hurt your bag anyway. That's why you don't do nothing. Because if you call shit out, people gonna get mad and want to get back at you. They can't really attack you because they know it'll be another set of problems. So they're gonna attack the chain to hurt you that way, where you don't make money. That's where we're at. So you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. That's where we're at. No, don't call nobody out. Don't call. If you're gonna, why are you calling these people out? Why are you doing that? I mean, come on, please. Could you? Why don't you sell? Sell now. Sell. If you keep calling them out, that's gonna affect my bags. You see? You see how that works? That's gonna affect my bags because they're gonna sell and the prices are gonna go down because people are so mad. Stop telling everything. Stop telling everything. DJ Cryptomatic. It is what it is, folks. But I got to skedaddle. They shot on PulseNation. And I'm not saying literally, but PulseNation, authentic. One of the best communities, one of the best members to really do streams, entertaining, and keep the interest going and the morale up. And this couldn't be celebrated or revered by Richard Umar himself. He couldn't even give any type of notoriety or acknowledgement on any level. But you could acknowledge people who launch coins and rug their own communities. That you can acknowledge though, with no problem. So you can't act like you didn't know about PulseNation, huh? When the artist who really was singing and creating all kinds of videos, don't act like you didn't know. And this is before you stopped following everybody, Richard Umar. Don't act like you didn't know who he was. Don't act like you didn't know that he wasn't in your weirdo movie. So people, weird, because he was everywhere. People were never there. He made himself available like that because he's thinking, because you can see, he's not telling me this. You can see it from his actions. The dude had his arms wide open. and wanted to embrace a situation that he probably thought was magnificent. And what was he giving back? What was you think? You think that love was reciprocated? Meanwhile, y'all will celebrate grifters, man. Back them up. They launch some shit. Oh, you so great, grifter. What are you launching now? Oh yeah, I'll buy. And it's gone. Never mind. Those are the breaks. Don't put more than you could afford to lose. Oh, you launching something else, grifter? Oh, what is it? Oh, don't worry about the trolls. They don't know when you launching. Oh, it's a sacrifice. Freedom to what? Freedom to erase. Oh, the last one was freedom to sign. Now it's freedom to erase. Freedom to white out. Delete. Freedom to delete. Okay, I'll do the freedom to delete. Yeah, why not? Oh, it launched. Oh, and it's gone. No, not financial advice. Do your own research. What? Checks my pulse. I see you, man. Take it easy. Oh, Wes is in the building. What's up, Wes? Yeah, man. These people don't know about Pulse Shade, bro. Like PulseNation, I'm saying they don't know. They didn't really give enough gratitude, respect, recognition, and support like they should have. And look what happened. Look what happened throughout the entire streaming community from this side of the pond on Pulse. Boring. Nobody cares. Huh? They can say, whoa, whoa, whoa. He can say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tell me what you're sipping. Tell me what you're sipping. Come on, man. What we doing? Ball in this bitch. Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's the call in this bitch. We ain't worried about now. We celebrating.